flanker position, which T is currently playing right now. So this video is currently for T. This is going to be part of our primary comp, or A comp, standard comp. Okay, so match starts. Gonna make sure there's no one hiding anywhere, so always a good thing. First thing we're gonna do, gonna come over here. Okay, don't do that. A bit better. Go. Enemy team most likely holding right about there. Alright, everybody holds right there. That's where they're set up. So, I'm gonna have you and Winston. Okay, see, Winston just jumped on there. Okay, and you guys gonna come right through here. I would expect that you guys are gonna counter usually a Diva, Junkrat, possibly a Lucio, or some other mobile hero that can jump from that area to this area right here. Usually Diva, Junkrat, or both. Maybe even a Mercy to pocket them. So, if it's a fight that we can win, I'd like for us to engage that fight. If it's Junkrat, spam his grenades right back in his face, maybe get a quick kill. Yeah, if it's Diva, just maybe deflect her missiles, so she's shooting the missiles, and kind of push her back to her team. So if we can successfully do that, next thing I want to do, if we get a pick off that, we probably should move quick. Okay, I'd say if you're Genji, you get a deflect kill on Junkrat. Guys, Junkrat down, dive. Okay. So when the payload gets about right there, regardless if we get a kill or not, on Genji and Winston's word, we're gonna dive. So Diva's gonna be right there, fly up to that spot right here. You and Winston are gonna take care of backline. Try and catch them off guard as best you can. Dash reset, kill. Front noises. Okay, like I said, Diva's gonna come up through here. Mercy's gonna be behind her. Pocket anyone who needs to be pocketed. There's low on healing. And Zen is pushing cart by himself, and then our soldier is gonna take these stairs right here and be helping with damage from this area right here. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this should be very confusing, very shocking to them. They probably won't know what to do. Should hopefully be a pretty easy team fight. Chase down anyone trying to run away. Soldier, tracer. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Great job. Nice team fight. We should be able to push the payload all the way to about right here, maybe. Somewhere around here before they can realistically come out again. So your job is to make sure the high ground is secure for our team. So if anybody comes up this direction, hopefully you can get a quick kill on that if it's a soldier, Hanzo, anybody. Otherwise, once the high ground is secure, feel free to just do Genji things, just be annoying, spam shurikens left and right. Help out tanks when they need it. They say call out low target. Mercy, one in the back. Dash. Mercy. Maybe dash back up to safety. Okay. So once we win this fight right here. Well, I guess let me backtrack. Okay. So assuming this first fight doesn't go well between you, Winston, Diva, everyone who's diving this high ground. For some reason, let's say they have a Junkrat that just blows us all up. Just everyone's dead. And in this time, Zan's moving cart, by himself, slowly. He may be able to keep moving it by himself, depending if they notice him or not. They might just C9 this whole map. I've seen it happen before. It could happen. But by the time they realize that Zan's probably right about here, and they're jumping down, they're killing him. Okay. So. Meanwhile, they're probably not going to be holding up here anymore. They're going to take a more further back position. They're probably going to be defending right here. They might have someone up there. Might have someone up there. Someone back here. Either way. I want you and Winston take the same route. You guys jump up here, out of spawn after our first push fails. Obviously check high ground, make sure everything's clear. If it's not clear, take care of it, call out who you see. This is the spot that I'm worried about most, so if there's anybody in this back area, that's going to be a job for you and Winston. So if there's a soldier back there, you and Winston both dive, kill whoever's back here. Okay, so now we got you and Winston back here, we got Diva, Soldier, Zen, Mercy, all over there. You know, assuming payload's, you know, slowly moving backwards, but somewhere right about there still, maybe. And yeah, and just take care of everybody else. Once you secure the high ground, just dive with the tanks. And hopefully we'll get that fight won. Okay, so now we're moving payload. Payload, move payload, move payload, move payload. Probably get right about here before they come out again. If we do win that fight, if our second fight, if our first fight fails, we win our second fight. Just obviously, you know, your job is right here, high ground. Make sure stagger as many people as you can. And get some kills. Do Genji things. Dragon Blade, like 2 people that are right there. Okay. Okay. That's first point. First point captured. Yay. Okay. So I'm gonna want you on this side if possible. Just so you can keep an eye on both these doors right here. Got a good view of that door, got a good view of that door. There's always, almost always, 1 to 2 people that get spawned right as we capture the checkpoint. So find them, kill them. Chase them down if you have to. So for this next point, the enemy is usually going to be setting up right about there. You don't see too many people contesting right here. I'm assuming they can make it here in time, like right about there. Most of them will just wait, right? They respawn, they wait about right there. They let us push it, you know, all this way. That's probably the best spot for them to hold in their eyes. So. Okay, once you get the staggers, this plane is going to be kind of your area. Make sure this plane is clear at all times. Keep an eye on this high ground. This is a good spot to keep an eye on the high ground. You have a lot of cover here. You go back and forth between the wing here. Your primary job on this map is going to be make sure the high ground's clear. Winston will probably be up here too. I might have him on the payload, just because I feel like Genji, you might be able to control this on your own. So, there you go. Winston can dive anybody up here with you. Just call them out. They got 2 people coming top left door. Yes. Winston, probably me. Dive that door, kill whoever's up here. Reset. Okay, so we're pushing right about here. They got a Reinhardt right here. They got a Zarya right there. They got maybe Junkrat right there. Try to find a good angle to see if you can... I don't really want you right here. Our soldier's probably going to be on this high ground right here. I want you to take a little bit different approach. These blocks right here are pretty good spot, I feel like, for Genji. Should be able to have a good view of everybody right here. And if you get in trouble, just you can easily get back on the plane from this thing right here. There you go. Just kind of keep going back and forth between those two. If you see a Mercy, Zenyatta, just keep harassing them. If I'm playing Winston, I'll try to dive the supports if I see you harassing him back here, just to help you secure those kills. Yeah, just, you know, keep busy. Just keep going in between things. Keep checking this door. Make sure the high ground's always ours. Yeah. I think that's about it for this map. For this part of the map. So, yada yada. Hopefully win a team fight. Dragon Blades, we have to help out right here on the supports. Get them both. And get a tank. Okay. So next, payload has reached the checkpoint, second checkpoint. Like with that last point, there's usually almost always someone stuck right here, right there. So figure out who it is, kill him. Stagger, stagger, stagger. Okay. So on this point, we're usually uncontested all the way through, you know, right about here. Here. So we have quite a bit of way that we're uncontested on this point. If there's a soldier on the high ground or a Hanzo or anyone else on the high ground over there, this is where I want our hit scan to be. Soldier McCree. It's going to be up here. So as the payload reaches, you know, round about there, Winston's got a good angle to dive that area. And I want you to dive too. So soldier up there. Dive. Kill. Mata. Get healing.
I require healing.
And soldier should be coming up here shortly to help out and get this position. Okay, and if their soldier, you know, runs away, gets away somehow, he's probably running to his team, getting healed. Okay. So this third point I feel like is one of Genji's best points, just because there's a lot of high ground for you to navigate between. If they're positioned there, you can get some cheeky damage here. Hop on this ledge, go back. You know, it's got a lot of areas for you to be. This way. You got your ult. You almost never can't really do anything about this unless they have a transcendence. So, good spot for Genji, right? Okay, so once we win that fight there, we should be able to push the payload pretty far, you know, maybe right here before they start coming out again.
Yes.
If possible, I want you and Winston to be on this area right here. Keep an eye on both doors. Our D.Va should be keeping an eye on the door too, but you know, just this is a good spot I feel like to keep an eye on both doors pretty easily. Check between both. Because if you're down here, you know, you can kind of see one door, but you can't really see the other door without taking too much time to look around. So right here, pretty easy, right? There we go. Finish off anyone coming through those doors. Okay. So that is attack. Basically, just to summarize that, Genji is our high ground keeper of the high ground. Stagger control, high ground dive with tanks. I guess that about sums it up. High ground keeper, stagger enemies, dive when the tanks dive. So for defense, I think our team and just about every other team on Overwatch is notorious for holding at this spot right here, right? I think this is probably one of the worst spots that we can possibly hold, because if I remember correctly, usually about 3 or 4 people of our team end up dying because there's a Reaper that comes up here, or a Tracer that comes up here, a Roadhog that hooks somebody up here, a Roadhog that hooks somebody from the ground level. There's just too many ways that we can die, and then we do die quite a bit when we hold here. So for this map, I want us to hold on top of this container right here. All 6 of us should be up here. Start of this round. First things first, you know, we keep this high ground in check right here. There's a Winston, D.Va, Genji, Widowmaker, Hanzo, whoever. Just deal with them first up here. Push them back. Really get the message. Okay, once they push the payload right around the corner, down here. If they have all 6 other members on the team on payload, you know, that's great for us. We're going to wait for them to come out right about here before we do anything. Otherwise, if they send, you know, 1 to 3 people on the high ground, we should be able. There's all 6 of us here, so if they send anything less than their full team on high ground, we should be able to take care of anyone pretty quickly, pretty immediately. If it's like Soldier, Tracer, Reaper, Hanzo, even a Roadhog, I don't know why he'd be up here, but if one of their tanks is up here. That's fine. Just deal with the high ground first. Make sure we're clear up here. Hopefully we'll get that kill or 2, or maybe even 3 kills that way. And once the payload reaches right about there, or once we get, if we get 3 kills, just everyone jump down, kill whoever's left, right? They shouldn't be able to. Assuming we haven't lost 3 people ourselves. Okay, but assuming they have all 6 on payload, they're all pushing right there. I kind of like for the Genji to be right here, just kind of getting some damage, getting some ult charge, safely if you can. So once they get about right there, wait for the D.Va and the Winston to dive payload. Once they dive, you can shuriken, dash, melee, whatever you gotta do, deflect. And we're gonna just have a big fight right here. We have our soldier and our Zen putting down damage up top. Mercy, probably maybe right about here, healing anyone who's critical. Zen's got his orb on someone, obviously. But, yeah. Just work on winning this fight right there. There we go. Team kill. Great. Payload moves back, moves back, moves back. Payload keeps moving back. Okay, for their second push, like I said, I kind of want you and Winston to be right about here. Just keeping this high ground in check. If they have all 6 people coming high ground, there's not really much we can do about it. Just spam whatever damage you can. Get out. Just get out before you die. Winston too. Winston will have to retreat. But it's okay. So we'll let them have that high ground. Once they all drop, see them drop, I want you and maybe Winston, maybe not. I'm not sure depending on how we're looking. Just come back up here. Take care of anyone else who's still up here. Whoever's left on their team that stayed up here on the high ground. Just keep them pestered. Get a kill if you can. And help out with the tanks and everyone else on the cart. And just kind of repeat that until the round's over and we get a full hold. Gonna have our soldier and our Zenyatta back here, spamming damage. They got a pretty good view of that. It's kind of hard to dive both a soldier and a Zen. That's kind of why I want the Zen up here. So if they send like a D.Va or a Winston or Genji, it's really hard to 2v1 those heroes as a single person. So I kind of want to have Mercy up here to start, but if their whole team ends up coming up this area, Mercy can fly to the Zen and the soldier over here to safety. Fly to the D.Va if the D.Va needs any help. And having this escape route for Mercy is going to be critical. As she's down here healing D.Va, she can easily fly back up here to the safety of support and a DPS. That's pretty much it for this defensive point. Just make sure the high ground is in check. Dive. If there's low targets, if someone calls out, Reinhardt 1, just dash him, get back out of there. Go back to doing your Genji things. Okay. So assuming they get the first checkpoint on us, and assuming we have the ability to... Okay, so the first place I want to hold is right here at the gate. Sorry, taking a little break. Okay. So once this gate closes, I kind of want to wait for the gate to close. I feel like the gate closes probably somewhere right about here. So I'm going to have you and the Winston, up here on the plane, maybe even inside the plane. Just for now, spamming damage. So once they get to about right there, our D.Va is going to be up here with our Zenyatta, making sure no one... This whole left side of the map is really what we want to control. Because if they take control of this, then they have control of the health pack here, they have control of... Well, not control, but they have access to this area right here, where we're going to be set up. So we need to make sure this side of the map is under our control. So Once they start pushing it to right about there, Diva is going to dive. Diva's going to get the signal. You know, diving. You know, dive 2. Winston's going to be diving 2. Soldier is going to be up there spamming damage, Zen spamming damage. Mercy should be somewhere up here healing people. So, ideally, we want to stop the payload right here, right about this area, and we ideally want to keep it there until time runs out, if we can. Main reason for this is there's no way they can flank us on this point. There's only 4 entrances to this map right here. Pretty easy to control. I mean, if they come in here, there's no cover for them right there at all, unless I have a shield. Up here is a little bit better for them. Most teams usually come out through either here or right here. But like I said, I'm gonna have our Diva and our Soldier and our Zen right here, just aiming through this door right here to keep people away. And you know, ideally they won't be able to come through this top door. Ideally they're gonna have to come through down here. Will be their safest bet. Once they do, obviously the payload is obviously going to keep moving back as no one contests it. Then we just keep the pressure on them right here. Front door, don't let them get in. Once they start moving payload, we dive immediately. With our high ground pressure from the Soldier and the Zen, the low ground pressure with the 2 tanks and the Genji should be, unless they have ults, should be pretty winnable most times. I would imagine. So. And another good reason for that is if we do manage to lose a team fight there and they push payload, I mean, they're really only going to get to about right here before we start respawning and take our positions again. So most teams wait. Most teams give up all that space in the beginning and end up just holding right here. For this map, I really want us to push this gate pretty hard, because even if we lose there, I mean, if we were going to give up that whole area anyways, we might as well like go down swinging. So if we can get a full hold right here, you know, that's great. Like that's perfect. Because you know, if we're defending first and we hold them, you know, and they got the payload right here, I mean, that'll be a pretty, assuming we get to the first checkpoint, and should be pretty easy to win that match if they only got it right there. So another good benefit of holding right here at the gate. So okay, if that doesn't work, we end up dying. Our next spot, our Diva is going to be right here. Our Winston probably up here on plane with you. Making sure the high ground's clear. First of all, we're going to come through this window right here. Everyone comes through here, come through this door. Check to see, call out who's where. They have someone high ground. Don't do that. Okay. If they have someone high ground, you know, that's going to be #1 priority for Genji. Not having anybody on the high ground. Because you are the keeper of the high ground for this map. That's that. Control the shuttle, control the game. Start spamming shurikens once you get the high ground. And then our tanks should be able to dive. Once then, our Diva should be able to dive anyone on payload. Soldier is going to be right here with Zenyatta, spamming shots. Discord orbs. Everything. Until we get our position back. And then once we get our position back, same thing. We just we hold high ground right here. I'll probably scoot our Soldier back to right here because the payload's a little further up. Soldier will be right here, spamming this top door. Anyone right there. Same with Diva. Diva will probably be up here for the minute. Winston, I'll probably have Winston on payload for this part, just because it'll just be him by himself and Mercy. Mercy, I'm not sure where Mercy's gonna be. She'll be around here somewhere, probably high ground.
Yes.
Maybe plane, backup plane right here. Keep an eye on our tanks right here from right here. So, there we go. If we end up getting a hold right there, we should be able to pretty easily hold when it comes in. Oh, that was bad. Can't do do that. So same thing as on attack. You know, you can use this little thing right here to kind of bounce back and forth between everything. Yeah, this map is just such a Genji playground. I mean, he can get almost everywhere, anywhere he wants. Crazy. Okay, so for some reason, if we lose that second checkpoint, same thing as that first checkpoint, right? I want us to get a hold right here, but before the gate closes. The gate closes. Well, I mean, I don't think it really matters. Actually, I don't think the gate closes on this one. I think the gate stays open. So never mind. Don't worry about that. If we have the ability to. So on this map, I don't want anyone running in last minute trying to contest the payload that's going to be reached anyways. Just die one by one. No. Same thing with the... Okay, yeah, same thing with this map. If we're all dead, we all get team wiped, and we can't contest safely this first checkpoint here, just nobody do it. Nobody do it. Because if we die trying to contest, they're going to get to push the payload all this way for free. But if we stay alive, we could potentially hold them to about right here, assuming we can get a full, like, just keep wiping them every time they come out of spawn. So, nobody contest if they're obviously going to get it. Don't try to save it last minute. I'd rather have, you know, a hold right here and somehow with like a 2% chance get a hold, you know, right here. Just give them a little more space. Well, not that big of a deal. It's better than giving all this space and they have the momentum and then it's just bad. Okay, same thing with this one. Don't contest if we're almost positive that we're gonna lose. Wait until they get the checkpoint. We all come rushing in here. They're gonna be off guard. Dive them quick. Use your ults. Get a team kill. Right? They're probably thinking, "Oh my God, these guys are such idiots. They just wasted all their ults, and we just got the checkpoint. Like that was the dumbest thing they could have done." But in reality, we're gonna be going for a hold right there after the second checkpoint. We don't want them to get any progress on past this door. So Soldier and Zenyatta going to be posted up back here. Genji, you, and Diva, Winston are going to be pushed up to right about here, spawn area. Just keeping the enemy spawn camped. God. Okay. Or you could even be up here on the plane. That's probably not a bad idea either. Just right here, keep people spawn camped. And just obviously payload's gonna be right behind us. So they have to go through our tanks. We're gonna be right here to even push the payload at all. And our DPS gonna be focusing a lot of fire right over there. I might even have our Mercy right up here with you because she can heal the tanks pretty well from here. And she should be pretty safe from anyone trying to dive her, because it's kind of a weird angle. They'd have to come out through here. And if it's a Genji, I suppose he'll get up here, but he shouldn't be able to get that far without taking a lot of damage from our tanks. So yeah, just keep them trapped in spawn. There's another entrance right here they can come out of. So if you're on plane, you know, kind of keep an eye on both. I mean, you can even be right here, I guess, too. Just keep an eye on both spots. We can get a hold right here. I mean, that's perfect, and it's possible too. I mean, it's very possible that we can get a hold right here without giving up any more progress after they capture that. So, okay, the skirmish is about to be over. Same thing applies as attack for defense. Take control of the high ground. Don't do anything stupid. Alright.